Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to how this comedian created the biggest sitcom in the world by Alxi, I think? Alxi? I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know how to say his name. But yes, hopefully this video is going to be entertaining and quite educational, because this one is about El Chavo del Ocho. So basically, you know what? I'm kind of shocked seeing this video, because most of these videos I see that cover the topic of El Chavo del Ocho are Spanish speakers. They are the ones that really talk about Chavo del Ocho a lot. So I was really surprised that I saw this type of video presented by by someone of non-Spanish tongue, because not a lot of Americans or lots of people know about El Chavo del Ocho. El Chavo del Ocho is mostly popular in like Mexico, Central American countries, Spanish-speaking countries, I'd rather say. If you tell them about Chavo del Ocho, they'll most likely tell you they know what the show is. And yeah, bro, I love it, bro. I love it. I love it a lot. Look, see, little chain. I love Chavo del Ocho, bro. It was one of the shows I grew up with, simply because my mom used to watch it when I was younger. It has so many like iconic characters to me, like Don Ramon, Kiko, Chiningrina, Señor Barriga, Profesor Irafales, Doña Florinda, Doña Clotilde, Jaimito, Godines, Popis, who is the other one? Ñoño. I think I already said Señor Barriga. Doña Nieves, bro. And who was the other one? It was the one that Chavo was always in love with. Patty, La Patty, bro. Like, dude, there are so many characters, bro. And like, this show is like one where like I can watch the same episode a billion times, bro, and it wouldn't matter how many times I see it, bro. I'll always laugh at it, bro. That's like how amazing the comedic style of it is, bro. And if you guys don't know, this show is only in, it came out later on like different languages, but it's very hard to find El Chavo del Ocho in English or like other languages, because it's mostly like Spanish. When I find it on YouTube, it's all Spanish. You'll most likely find it with like closed captions in English, but with them talking in English, it's very hard to find. But yeah, they started doing it in other languages once the show was very popular. So yeah. But anyways, this show, very iconic, very close to my heart. I love El Chavo del Ocho. Yeah, I'm very surprised that I see somebody else other than a Spanish-speaking person talking about it, because like I said, not a lot of people know about El Chavo del Ocho, besides like Hispanics that are in the United States, or like Central Americans, South Americans, and Mexico, which Mexico is where it originated from. So yeah, nobody knows about not a lot of people know about the legendary Chespirito. So yeah. But anyways, let's do it. Let's see it.
The history of comedy is long and convoluted, and looking into it, you'll find that the biggest comedians today are influenced by the ones that came before them, going back generation to generation. Evolving from stage plays to film to television, comedy has thrived. However, in America and in many parts of the world, comedy has found its place in the sitcom. Sitcom stands for situational comedy, which is a definition as broad as its selection, having a wide variety of shows under its umbrella. From I Love Lucy to Rick and Morty, anything is considered a sitcom at this point. But that doesn't mean there aren't shows that define the genre more specifically. Everyone has heard of or watched shows like Friends, Seinfeld, and The Office.
Yep.
Shows with hundreds of millions in revenue that give modern-day streaming services guaranteed viewers.
Yep.
Shows that are so easily digestible, some people leave it on day and night to use as background noise. And shows with huge cult followings that are still very active to this day. But what if I told you that there was a show bigger than all of them? And not only that, but one bigger than all of those titans combined.
El Chavo del Ocho.
A show that has never been replaced and is still viewed daily a total of 91 million times.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm pretty sure Televisa still stream it too, bro. That's how iconic the show is, bro. It is still being streamed to this day, bro. It's even on like streaming platforms too right now, bro. Like over the years, dude, more and more like people around the world are learning about El Chavo del Ocho and are starting to love the show more, dude. And that's why it's very. Maybe that's why a lot of people are now talking about El Chavo del Ocho nowadays, bro. Because I have been seeing some things about it. And there's a series on Paramount that is gonna release about like the bibliography of like Chespirito, who is the creator of the show. So yeah, dude, Chavo is making like a big worldwide like recognition, which is very surprising. Well, actually, it shouldn't be surprising. This is like one of the biggest sitcoms in the world, bro. It's it is, bro. Like it is, honestly, dude. Because you can go. I'm telling you, bro. You can go anywhere, dude. And anywhere in in Costa Rica, dude. Mexico, Nicaragua, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Peru, Colombia, Panama, dude. You can go to any of like these places, bro, and they will know who Chavo del Ocho is, bro. And like even more, like some English speakers know about it too. Some of them. It's still, some don't really know about it too much, but it's starting to get to the point where even English speakers are gonna start to know what Chavo del Ocho is, and they might even like make it dubbed episodes and more easy to find. Like who knows, bro? Like this show is massive, bro. It's really, really big, bro.
One of the
and it's gotten bigger over the years too. It's the crazy part
of television. Today, I'm going to tell you the story about a show unknown to people outside of Latin America. The man responsible for its billion-dollar price tag.
Chespirito.
The story behind its rise to greatness and meteoric fall. This show would come as a result of over 20 years of one man's hard work and talent, whose legacy has left an everlasting
Hell yeah,
impression
bro.
on the hearts of millions.
Hell yeah.
This man's name is
Chespirito.
Chespirito.
Yep. Little Shakespeare. Chespirito the legend, bro.
Chespirito was born Roberto Mario Gomez Bolaños on the 21st of February, 1929 in Mexico City. Roberto's early life seemed relatively normal, even with crime, gang activity, and political unrest beginning to increase as his participation in sports like soccer and boxing kept him on the straight and narrow and away from trouble during his younger years. Mexico after World War II saw drastic social, economic, and political changes. Political changes stemming from the dominant party's policies, instituting a protectionist import substitution economy, leading to a closing off from foreign markets, making Mexican businesses extremely reliant on governmental contracts, helping with social welfare programs and helping the economy grow, but also causing an insane amount of corruption. Some of the good things that came with this exponential growth was the rapid development in industrialization and urbanization. What would follow is higher living standards for people who moved to these modern areas, and the replacing of radio with television.
Los clocks sería Nor Suiza porque sí es de pollo.
After dropping out of college, he took a copywriting job at an advertising agency when he was 22, where he specialized in broadcast media, and by the mid-1950s, he had worked his way to writing scripts for TV and film. From the beginning, he worked on comedy, and for the next 20 years, he would write for some of the most famous shows and movies that Mexico had to offer. Movies like Cómicos y Canciones, and programs like El Estudio de Pedro Vargas. Developing his skills and earning his famous nickname that's a play on Shakespearito, or
Shakespeare.
Little Shakespeare.
Yep. I said that,
His
Little
talents
Shakespeare.
and writing abilities, as well as making fun of his height, coming in at 5'4".
Yeah, he was
Because
short.
What's more fitting than a comedian having a joke for a name? In 1968, Gomez would finally get his own show after TIM, a television upstart attempting to compete
Chespirito.
with the big names in the broadcasting space, would take a chance and
Ruben
make a comedy
Aguirre,
show their
yes,
signature
dude.
program, as opposed to the popular telenovela with
Edgar Vivar.
Chespirito.
Yep. Chespirito.
These 40-minute episodes of sketch comedy would cement Chespirito's
Oh, bro,
talent
hell
as a
yeah.
writer
El
and
Dr.
comedian, as he
Chapatin,
found
bro.
immense success through it, where we would see his
Chespirito.
famous personalities like El Chapulín.
Bro, can I tell you guys something, bro? I was shocked as hell, dude, when they put Chespirito in Fortnite, dude. I was like, what? Dude, that was like the only time I actually played Fortnite, bro. It was just to use that skin. the Chespirito skin, bro. Even Fall Guys, they put him in Fall Guys, bro. That's what I mean, bro. It's like it just like Chavo del Ocho, dude, Chespirito's like creations, bro. Like they're growing now, bro, and I love that, bro, because now more people are starting to realize and starting to watch his creation and of the comedic genius of Chespirito, bro. Like it's amazing, bro. It really is amazing, bro. Like I was shocked, bro, when they added Chespirito into those two games, because I never would have thought. If you would have told me they were gonna put Chespirito in Fortnite, bro, I would have called you crazy. I would have slapped you silly and called you crazy. That's how insane it was, bro. Like I was surprised, bro, by seeing Chespirito in Fortnite, bro. I was like, what? Dude, that was like the only time I played it, bro, and the only time I actually spent money on the game, bro. I was like, I have to get that skin, bro. Like I don't care that I don't play Fortnite, bro. I just want the skin. And then I played a few rounds of Fortnite, but I think I won twice, but I lost like 10 other matches. But yeah, I remember playing as Chespirito, bro, and it was, oh my god, awesome, bro, so awesome. And then I used it on Fall Guys too.
Colorado, Dr. Chapatin,
Yep.
Chaparrón Bonaparte, and his most famous character, El Chavo del Ocho.
Hell yeah, bro.
Time.
Chavo
His
del
characters
Ocho.
stole the show, as protagonists tend to do, and people would come to love them more and more over the years. And the success of this show would lead to the one he's most known for a few years later. Year after year, he finds himself blowing the ratings out of the water, and funny enough, this would only be the start of Chespirito's already huge success. And as the ratings and profits would start to climb, so would the severity of the situation behind closed doors.
Yeah, there was a lot of drama behind the scenes, I'm pretty sure, with what happened. A lot of like people wanting to leave.
Because what's most fascinating about this time is not what's happening on screen nor behind the scenes, and basically has zero to do with Señor Bolaños himself. Because once we take a deeper look into the business side of things, we'll find the conclusion to an 8-year fight for the control over broadcasting in Mexico, and what I like to call the Secret War. Mexican TV is a weird and fascinating topic, as I'm sure it is for many other countries. But earlier I mentioned TIM's competitive spirit, and I don't really know how to put this other than shit's crazy. So gather around the campfire
Shit's
and
crazy.
let Papa Alxi give you some IRL lore about my motherland's TV turf war. Today, there are 3 major companies that have television more or less controlled. Televisa, TV Azteca,
Univision.
and Imagen Televisión. With Televisa basically having a monopoly.
Oh, there is
over
no
broadcasting
Univision, okay.
in Mexico.
Interesting.
So how did they get so much power? Well, it starts off with this great Catholic man, Eugenio Garzazada, who in 1963 founded TIM. The Garzazada family were very wealthy and generous brewers, known for their good treatment of their workers, offering them social services and other benefits, instituting crazy ideas like
Televisa is where they stream
respect in
Chavo, by
their
the way.
workplaces, and giving their employees less hours at work to give them more time at home. Senor Garzazada was a very intelligent man, studying at MIT in the States while some stuff was going on back home.
Not a
When
big
he
deal.
graduated, he was forced to work his way up through the ranks at his family's company, which gave him even more street cred. And the family basically built Monterrey, Mexico's 9th largest city and 2nd largest metropolitan area.
Monterrey.
They were
Rah,
very
rah, rah.
respected. And he even has an award named after him to recognize people and institutions that contribute to the Mexican people's well-being. So here's where it gets crazy, and some of that corruption I was talking about earlier comes into play. TIM started as a radio station, as Eugenio looked toward the future, seeing the trends of the market and finding that the dissemination of information was becoming more and more valuable. Eugenio, correct in his assessment, found immense success even as he transferred into TV. This success, however, wasn't completely clean, because by request of the fucking president of Mexico himself, a radio tycoon, Salispeiro, joined forces with the Monterrey group as they proceeded to fucking obliterate the competition. Outside of a few local stations, there was only one real threat to their seizing of power. And who was this real threat? Oh, I don't know, just the guy who had a huge monopoly over TV and put fucking color in it. He didn't invent color TV, but he improved upon the technology so much that it became the standard, or
Oh my God.
STSC. What Edison did for the light bulbs, this guy did for color TV.
Okay.
Right before TIM started buying stations left and right, Guillermo González Camarena, who owned Telesistema Mexicano, mysteriously dies in a car crash, leaving them unstable and without a clear mission to continue. TIM eventually joins forces with big movie businessman Manuel Barbachano Ponce, where he would affiliate 11 out of the 15 stations he owned with them after finding himself in financial troubles to give them 50% of the Mexican broadcasting territory. With TIM's innovative formats, lovable new faces, the creation of iconic productions, and exporting those materials to other countries in the region, it wouldn't be long before Telesistema lost its hegemony. Even with this newfound success, however, TIM would find itself in a precarious situation after losing money, ratings, and strong advertisers like Procter & Gamble. During this time, talks between Eugenio's nephew and the son of one of the founders of Telesistema Mexicano, both now very influential people of both their families' companies, were taking place, with both television stations being taxed, feed, and seeing more and more losses every quarter. Discussions of a merger were being spread amongst the higher-ups, with some disapproving.
Oh!
A few months before the merger, Eugenio would be assassinated in his car by members of the September 23rd Communist League at a red light on his
shit!
network. And another higher-up at the company who disagreed with the decision to merge would die just a few days later from heart failure.
What the
Supposedly,
That's like
he
some
had a form of
voodoo
cancer,
shit,
and
dude!
that caused complications. However, there was never an official autopsy, and the fact that 3 important people who had power and influence just died right before
That's weird, bro. That's like some voodoo crap.
to say the least. We don't know whether Eugenio disagreed or not, but with 2 major players in the company gone, the famous or infamous merger would take place in 1973, and they would officially become the most powerful TV conglomerate in Mexican history. And in the same year, after years of hard work, Chespirito would finally get the show that changed.
Wow. What? So you're telling me if all of that didn't happen, we wouldn't have had El Chavo del Ocho? That's kind of crazy. What? Whoa. Wow. Okay.
The first episode premiered on February 26, 1973, to widespread love and excitement from the general public as people were excited to see more of the genius on screen. The show was split into 2 segments. The first half would be a sketch
Yeah, it was,
from one
and
of
then
characters,
the
like
episode of
Chompiras
Chavo.
y El Peterete, a criminal duo who were really bad at their
Chompiras y El Peterete.
and El Chapulín Colorado, a goofy, clumsy,
that too.
superhero with a heart of gold that always seemed to save the day one way or another.
Did it also with Chavo though, right? Chavo del Ocho, they had like Chompiras y Peterete, and they
As
showed
El
Chavo.
and many others, he brought joy to people having fun and doing what he loved with people he loved, which I'm sure helped him keep his innocent spirit alive, because astonishingly, Chespirito was well into the latter half of his life by this time. But the way he played these characters showed that he had plenty of energy left in the tank. And Chavo follows a poor orphan boy, or Chavo, from apartment number 8. We don't know where his guardians are, and we've never seen his apartment, but where he tends to be most of the time is in a barrel in the common area of the apartment complex.
People actually thought he lived in the barrel too, dude, and it was so funny because they broke the 4th wall in one of the episodes where one of the characters, Kiko, was telling him, "So, do you actually live in that barrel?" And then Chavo was like, "How can you be so stupid? I don't live in the freaking barrel. I live in the apartment 8 over there." And it was so funny because they broke the 4th wall to address it, because a lot of people literally thought he lived in that barrel, because like he said, we never seen Chavo's apartment. Never. It's never shown in the show. So people always assumed he lived in there, but he doesn't.
As he gets himself and his friends into trouble. One of Chavo's friends was La Chilindrina, played by Maria Antonieta de las Nieves, who played a significant role in his shows and came to be one of the people's most favorite characters. She would get her own spin-off show.
All of them did. Almost all of them.
Eslava, who played Chavo's
too.
rival, Kiko, became a part of the show after he impressed Chespirito with his comedic abilities during a party held for his friend, Ruben Aguirre, who played Professor Girafales. Viagran had the strange ability to inflate his cheeks out of proportion.
That's crazy.
Come to be Kiko's signature
I
character.
can't do that.
Show. Edgar Vivar, Angelinas Fernandez, and Florinda Mesa would play Señor Barriga, the landlord, Doña Cleotilda, the retired old woman whom the children called La Bruja, and Doña Florinda, a widowed woman who is at times judgmental to the others in the complex and Kiko's
calling the others riff-raff.
The final member of the cast is Don Ramon, played
by...
The
GOAT, bro. The GOAT himself, bro. I love Don Ramon, bro. Oh my god, dude, I love him so much, bro. And then, like, I'm pretty sure the show died as soon as, like, he left and then Kiko left, I'm pretty sure. I think he'll probably talk about that. But yeah, dude, the show, like, it was doing so well, and then, like, the decline happened when him and Kiko left the show, and then it was just Chespirito left, basically. I can't remember if Chilindrina left also, but yeah, once the most popular characters started leaving, the show just started going down. And it was, no.
Ramon Valdez. He's La Chilindrina's father, who's kind-hearted but has a short temper and has expressive emotions. He's constantly disciplining Chavo and his friends for causing trouble.
He's almost like a fatherly figure for Chavo, one that he never had.
The show mixed wordplay, funny gags, slapstick, and many other forms of comedy to create a universal and family-friendly experience that everyone could enjoy. So many people across South America came back every week for timeless humor that resonates with everyone, no matter where you're from. How these people he created would get out of or deal with the trouble they got themselves into with downright hilarious jokes that even make me as an American laugh gives you even more reasons to watch.
It's amazing, bro.
That Chespirito was the mastermind behind the show, but one thing to remember is that everyone pulled their weight and contributed something to it that no other person could.
That's the thing too, bro. That's why the show is so amazing, bro, because it's like you don't have like just like the main character carrying the show the whole time. Everybody plays a part, and like all the characters are very unique. So like he doesn't have to do as much. They're all like equally funny, bro. They're all unique, interesting characters, which is why they all had like their own spin-off shows, because they were just that good. They could have their own show if they wanted to, which is amazing, bro. It's like having Rick Grimes, Walter White in the same show, basically, along with like other people in there. Like they all pull their own weight, basically. Like it's awesome. I don't know why I used those two, but those two were just the ones that came into my head, basically. So yeah, bro, it's an amazing team, bro. Like they all played their roles, and just Chespirito didn't have to carry.
Many of them were well-respected actors and artists prior to their involvement on the show, and all of them were loved by thousands of people.
Hell yeah.
The same cast would play different characters in every work that he did, and the productions just wouldn't be the same without them. He made a comedy the #1 program for years in a country where drama reigns supreme. The telenovela, even to this day, rules TV in all parts of Latin America. Dramas that at times contain some of the worst things people can do to each other. So Bolaños wanted to change that. He wanted to bring an innocent and silly escape for the average man, woman, and child who wants a break from their difficult life.
Hell yeah, dude.
The project was nurtured by passionate
It's helped me through a lot of times, bro,
Chavo. What they did and had the freedom to make what they wanted in an industry that's known for how strict it can be. This passion, however, seemed to fade over time, and behind the scenes, drama amongst the cast would cause a downward spiral that led to its eventual cancellation 7 years later.
Yeah, dude, this show's helped me through a lot of stuff in life, bro.
Okay, where do we start?
Oh boy.
Carlos Villagran leaves the show in 78, at the end of the 6th season, with Ramon Valdez leaving the next year. With 2 extremely important characters leaving the star-studded cast, Televisa pulls the plug and it's cancelled in 1980. After doing something for 7 years, you might start to like that thing less, and working with people who disagree with your ideas wears you down over time. So that's it. Unreconcilable problems caused by creative differences led to two of the major stars of the biggest show in Mexico's history.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Before it had a proper finale, right? Well, not exactly. The popularity of El Chavo del Ocho brought an addictive level of fame that Villagrán and De las Nieves couldn't live without, and so they started working as their characters outside of the show, while not owning the rights to them. This, as you could imagine, caused some tension between them and Chespirito, and eventually led to both of them going to court. Villagrán claims to have created the character, and therefore he had the rights to it. However, he lost his lawsuit as the decision went in favor of Bolaños. As a result, Villagrán would move to Argentina, where Bolaños had no rights to Kiko and could continue to work without any fear of legal backlash. Villagrán also claimed to have a romantic relationship with Florinda Mesa, saying that he went to Bolaños for advice to end it, and afterwards he had to go to the hospital to deal with the depression from the breakup. Bolaños and Mesa later became a couple, and this possibly caused even more tension between them. Miss Mesa, of course, denies this ever happening.
Dang, I didn't know it was that deep, bro. I thought it was... Damn! I thought it was just, like, creative control. I didn't know it was this deep. Damn! That's insane, dude. What? Wow, dude. Wow. That's... What?
And said this in response on a talk show in July of 2024.
Carlos se fue porque le ofrecieron algo mejor.
Pero si anduviste con él.
De eso no voy a hablar. Principalmente, tú conociste a Roberto.
Claro.
Un hombre muy inteligente.
Muy. Diosas, nos queríamos mucho.
Me imaginas a mí con un pendejo.
Oh my god! It was that bad, dude. Oh my god, bro. Wow. Okay.
Which is honestly a pretty good comeback to someone trying to say you needed to go to the hospital after they broke up.
True.
However, the level of ego is unreal, but it wouldn't stop.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Nieves is a masterclass at method acting because she was a child on set and in real life. De las Nieves in 1994 would approach Televisa with the idea of a spin-off show for her character to Bolaños' clear and verbal disapproval that Televisa would completely ignore. Bolaños wouldn't win the battle over his character either, because in 2003, De las Nieves would gain the rights to La Chilindrina after a long time of disputing. De las Nieves also called Florinda Mesa a homewrecker, spreading a rumor that Bolaños had an affair with her that led to his divorce with his first wife and mother of his 6 children.
What
These
the
rumors
fuck?
I don't think were ever disputed by the couple either, leading to some people in the general public disliking Mesa more and more. Circling back to Ramon Valdez, his reason for leaving would be very simple.
Wow.
Mesa saying that, quote,
he couldn't deal with the riffraff anymore.
But this is not to say that Valdez was perfect and didn't at
He couldn't deal with the riffraff. That's funny, dude, because he plays a riffraff in the show, too. That's funny as fuck, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Wow, okay, Don Ramon. Wow. Damn, okay, dude. I don't know about that one.
least contribute a little to the chaos on set either. Coworker Ruben Aguirre stated, quote,
Ramon Valdez was hard to work with. There were always delays in tapings because Don Ramon would be late.
And Valdez even had a falling out with Chespirito because he didn't give him 20,000 pesos to buy a house, allegedly. Him leaving El Chavo del Ocho seemed to be the nail in the coffin for the show, but not entirely for their friendship,
I think so.
as it seems they reconciled afterwards, and Don Ramon, after leaving, would appear for one last time to surprise both viewers and cast alike.
Oh yeah, this episode was very heartwarming, bro. It was very sad. I mean, obviously I wasn't alive when it aired, but I could imagine like how people felt when they saw him come back to life. Well, not come back to life. I'm acting like he's okay. When they saw him come back to the show, I could imagine like how people felt because Don Ramon is a very beloved character. So seeing him back on the show is probably like amazing to see. But yeah, I didn't know it was that deep with all these characters, bro. I thought it was just over like creative shit, but they tried to like destroy each other's careers, dude. Oh my god. Goodness gracious, bro. Okay, that's that's crazy, dude. That is very crazy. This episode was sad too because Chilindrina's actor actually did cry. It was like real tears. It wasn't even like fake. Like, this scene was real. Like, her reaction, everything was like so real. No.
Ay, papito. ¿Sabes qué, papito? Que... ¡Le voy a avisar a mi bisabuela!
De las Nieves and Ramon Valdez had a real and beautiful relationship that would imitate the roles they played on the show. The character of La Chilindrina cries in a strange and comedic way that's meant to imitate the crying of real children. However, the tears she would shed that day were very real. I'm sure there are many more things that led to the show's end, but the main one was the drop in ratings. People missed
the characters,
and people missed
yeah, man.
They wanted the characters they had come to love more and more over the years to stay, and that just couldn't be done. The show was supposed to give people a break from dramas, but came to be one behind the scenes, and this would severely affect the quality. They tried to fill a void that couldn't be filled, and it was impossible to keep it going in the state it was in. After 8 seasons and 312 episodes, the final one would air on January 7th, 1980, never giving the ending the people wanted and needed from their favorite show. Maybe Bolaños was too controlling over his baby. Maybe Bolaños did in fact cheat on his wife with Mesa. Maybe he didn't give Ramon money for the wrong reasons. Maybe not letting his friends play their characters outside of the show was actually him being a bad friend, and maybe, just maybe, he wasn't the saint everyone thinks he is. We don't really know every detail of what happened, and we'll never know with 100% certainty who's telling the truth. All we can know is that something happened to cause this family to break and never really talk to each other again afterwards. Human beings are flawed and fallen creatures, so honestly, 2 things could be true at once. Bolaños could be a saint, but he could also have done some terrible things. No human being is perfect, and we are all capable of more evil than we realize. That we can know with certainty.
Alegría, ¿cierto? Sí, es el objetivo principal, divertir. Si adicionalmente podemos dar un mensaje, lo hacemos. Ya hay un mensaje en que no haya nada negativo, pero el objetivo es divertir. Mientras vemos la sonrisa de un niño y entendemos que ese niño estuvo X tiempo a la semana contento, olvidando sus problemas. Los niños tienen muchos problemas y los grandes también. Gracias a nosotros ya nos sentimos totalmente pagados.
Yeah, bro, I remember, dude, his death really was very, it was so sad, bro. Like, it really, it was just, oh my god. I'm about to cry, bro. I'm about to cry, bro. Oh my god. Dude, his death was very, like, sad, bro. Very, very sad, bro. Like, this was like a person that made life so much tolerable through, like, all the tough times that's been happening to me. Because in high school, man, a lot of stuff was just, not a lot of things were, like, going for me. Not a lot of good stuff. Like, I wasn't doing that well in high school. And I didn't have too many friends. I mean, I talked to people, yes, but I mean, I never really hung out with a lot of people, mainly because I'm just, like, afraid to, like, mess up in front of people, and I'm just, I don't know. I don't know. I've been always addicted to, like, work and all that, bro. Like, I know that's a bad thing to do. Like, I've always prioritized work and everything over a lot of things, a lot of people. But I only do it because I want to, like, show people what I can do, basically. Like, I want to, like, make it feel like I did something. Because who knows, like, any day, dude, I could pass away, or anything could happen to me. And if I leave this world not doing any, like, not knowing that I didn't do anything in this life, then all I will do is just probably live with regrets even in the afterlife. But I don't know, like, Chavo del Ocho really helped me through a lot of stuff, bro. The show, it really filled in that broken, like, void that I had in me, and it always got me into a better mood. Like, it didn't matter, like, if I failed the test or anything, bro. Like, if I watch El Chavo del Ocho, it would make, like, the pain go away. It's just an amazing show to watch, bro. Like, it's been, like, there for me for a while, like, even with work, bro, because I put it, even when I'm, like, writing and editing videos, I always have it, like, playing on the side so I can, like, watch it while I edit videos. Like, even to this day, bro, like, Chavo del Ocho really helps me through a lot of stuff, even through college, bro, because college is, it's stressful, dude. It's very, very stressful, dude, with all the work and everything that comes with college, bro. But Chavo del Ocho makes it tolerable. So yeah, like, when he passed away, bro, it was heartbreaking for me, dude. It was very sad because the man literally, he was one of the biggest parts of my childhood, bro. Him and, like, you know, other things, but mainly he was one of the biggest people in my life that inspired me to really work as much as I do. But yeah, he's a legend, bro. Forever a legend. Chespirito.
Chespirito's life ended on Friday, the 28th of November in 2014. Parkinson's disease had caused complications, and it took him at 2:30 p.m. A private funeral was held for his close friends and family, and Villagrán even attended and seemed to reconcile. The sadness was felt all across the world, and following the death of a legend, they gave him a parade in his honor. 40,000 fans showed up that day to pay their respects in person, with some dressed as their favorite characters to commemorate their hero. With millions more watching the proceeding at home, his body was laid to rest in the Panteón Francés in Mexico City, putting an end to his story. Chespirito showed the power of the love he had for everyone, and even brought people together in celebration of a life well lived after his death. Professor Girafales died 2 years later.
Yeah, he did.
Doña Cleotilda died in 94. Ramon Valdez died in 88. Kiko gave his last live performance and retired the character in Rio de Janeiro. Florinda Mesa is retired, looking after the Bolaños estate and taking care of the show. De las Nieves is still in her bullshit. And Edgar Vivar went to work on other projects and hasn't said much, if anything, on his time in the limelight. Looking at an unreleased Chilean interview shows just how close everyone truly was with each other. The energy in the room is happy, peaceful, and loving as they listen to their idol answer the reporters' questions. I wish they could have stayed like this.
I know.
Chespirito changed the world more than anyone could have ever imagined, and he did it with a TV show. He wanted to speak to the average person. He wanted to give people a break. He wanted to make people smile.
And that he did.
He did it humble, faith-driven, in the name of love, and he's helped more than he could ever know. People like my mother. My mom is my hero and hasn't had the easiest life. But when she watches this show, when we watch it together, we laugh a lot. And to see her like that, even if it's just for those 20 minutes, makes this billion-dollar IP priceless to me. So, from the bottom of this broken, hardened, and sinful heart, thank you. Hey guys, it's Alexi. Sorry for taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Life has been absolutely insane the last few months, but ain't that just the way? I finally bought that new computer I was talking about.
Yeah, Chavo del Ocho, dude, one of the biggest shows that had a huge impact on my life, bro. It's just a show that I can just watch and be taken away from all my problems. Simple. Like, it's just always been there, and I have to thank my mom for that too, because my mom is like the main reason why I watch it. She introduced me to it, and since then I've just watched it since, man. It's just an amazing show and iconic, bro. forever iconic. It don't matter how many times I watch the episodes, bro. I will always laugh. I will always enjoy the show. It's just like that, bro. It's just an iconic show, and I really hope that more people start to learn more about El Chavo del Ocho, because it's a really good show to watch, and I suggest a lot of people to watch it. If you can find the English dub and all that, which is what makes it hard, because there's not a lot of like English dubbing or all that. It's very hard to find it, but if you guys can, at least just watch one episode with like the dub and everything, and you'll see what I mean. But yeah. Anyways, goodness, dude, I feel like I'm breaking up. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys end up enjoying, please go show some support to Alxi, you guys. He did an amazing job on this video. I enjoyed it. Please go show some support to the original. Yeah, without any further ado, I will see you guys in the next one. And yes, bye bye. Boop.